Owen Morgan. David Kitson.
Conan O'Brien. Prince Harry.
Fergie. Chris Evans.
Amy Adams.
Julianne Moore.
Hey, it was unlucky. It was very, very
Cricket and class have been inseparable from the very beginning. You go back to the 1950s and before, and you had the gentlemen and the players. The gentlemen were amateurs, they had the money to just play and not get paid for it. And the players, they mostly came down the north, came to London to earn a wage, and they had to basically do what the gentlemen told them. And this guy, you know, when he first came to London, he was very much one of the players. And now, I've seen him wear a blazer on the weekend, he drives an SUV, he lives in Kew, he works for a royal borough, and he has a double-barreled surname. He's become one of the gentlemen.
Sunday afternoon, gentlemen and players play, April, May and June. Aboard young William Ward MP bought Lords from Thomas Lord in 1825.
Throughout cricketing history, there's been cricketers who have hobbies to entertain themselves off the field. These great cricketing partnerships include Ian Botham and his wine, Bob Willis massively into Bob Dylan, KP had his rhinos, Ali Cook has his farm, Matt Pryor has his cycling team, and Ian Botham again enjoys revealing himself on the Twitter. However, this particular villager has a fascination like no other.
Maybe I don't really wanna know how your garden grows, 'cause I just wanna fly. Lately, did you ever feel the pain in the morning rain as it soaks you to the bone? Well, maybe I just wanna fly, wanna live but don't wanna die. Maybe I just wanna breathe, maybe I just don't believe. Maybe you're the same as me. We see things.
Oh, is that the EasyJet 4879?
Cricket's a tough game. It takes its toll on everyone that plays it, particularly if you play it for a long time. Flintoff, the ankle went. For Vaughan, it was his knee. Atherton's back, always a problem. Moving a bit further up, we had James Taylor, his heart went. Graham Swan, the elbow. It's all sorts, but for so many players, it all happens up top.
I want to be serious about a serious subject, hair loss.
It wasn't just the look. Hair loss affected my confidence and the way I felt.
All of us want to look good. Nobody wants to be out of place, and very rightly, this part of the body is very important.
Because in our game, confidence is everything.
Cricket has always been a gentleman's game, a game of fair play. The spirit of cricket is even something that's written into the preamble to the laws. It's a game of good behaviour, of the highest ethics. Of course, there have always been transgressions. The furious send-off, the kicking down of the stumps, the prodding of the umpire in the chest. But this is what happens when you let a football hooligan become your cricket captain.
There's the fister, the double fister. A newbie is the Ben Stokes, the old windmill, the chainsaw. My favourite, the bird. Or just point to the pavilion. Now, Dawes, some of the best send-offs I've ever seen are a bloke running in from square leg, just yelling profanities at the batsman. Classic stuff. Now, off back to the pavilion, you
I would like to know what inspires cricketers. Bosch, who was your inspiration?
Charlie Chaplin.
That
That's good to know. As a captain, it's always important to know what really gets your players going. So I'm going to go along the village and ask them who inspires them. Graham Pontin, who is your inspiration?
Well, Richard, you'd think it might be a Boycott, an Atherton, people who really dig in. So I'm going for William Wallace.
James DeMello, I'd be delighted to know who your inspiration is.
Well, every time I chip one to mid-off, I think of Alistair Cook, and I think of everything he's been through, and I think, yes, I can do it.
You're right, he's a very strong man. But now, Toby DeMello, the second DeMello, who is your inspiration?
Ken Peterson. Runs, birds, rhino.
See, cricketers are always inspired by other people, but this villager, well, he's inspired by a 90s icon. He's inspired by a man who's a shit pot Paul Weller. He's got hair that does this. He's got a guitar that's done this for 20 years, the same tune. And all he's really got, well, just fucking don't look back in anger.
Slip inside the eye of your mind. Don't you know you might find a better place to play? You said that you've never been, but all the things that you've seen will slowly fade away. So I start a revolution from my bed, 'cause you said the brains I had went to my head. Step outside, summertime's in bloom. Stand up beside the fireplace. Take that look from off your face. You ain't ever gonna burn my heart out. And so the paper boy is working before he goes, lying to the teacher who knows he knows. He didn't and he should have brought his lines in yesterday. And he bangs the sound as the day begins. The letterbox is open, your cash falls.
Like that, it's the volume.
Nate Hucknall.
Conan O'Brien.
Angela Rooney.
Conan O'Brien!